YAMAHA riders, Biker Mike here. I know it's been a while since I've done a video on the old Yamaha Viper, but here we go. The season's almost upon us, and I've been thinking of installing a new product from ROCZ TOYZ. Now, Rock's a real helpful guy. He's an enthusiast, just like all of us. He loves riding snowmobiles, and he makes great products for them. So this product here is probably a product that could very well likely save your snowmobile trip someday. So what this is a grease kit that you install on the drive shaft and keeps the drive shaft bearing greased. Now, if you saw my video on greasing the drive shaft bearing and the jack shaft bearing, you know how dry they can get, and it probably doesn't take long for them to heat up and wear out, and that could cause a lot of damage. So what this kit is, it comes with, or the kit he sent me, came with a new drive shaft bearing, these seals that go on the inner and outer side of the tunnel, and a real handy zerk fitting attached to this grease transport hose that goes down into the seal area and keeps that all nice and greased up. Now this gets installed right down here in the footwell, so it's real easy to get the grease in there. Now he recommends not putting too much grease in. Obviously you don't want to over grease it. You could run into some problems getting some grease on your brake rotor, and you don't really want that. But if you use good judgment, common sense, and follow his instructions, which are very well clearly written out, you shouldn't have any problems. And I think it's a good idea to do this if you don't like tearing your machine apart, to keep that drive shaft bearing greased. But if you want to see how to do that, I've got a video for that. I'll leave a link down in the description of this video where you could watch that video, and it'll give you a better idea of what has to come apart to install this. So not only does he include the seals, the bearing, the transport tube, it also came with a bearing puller that attaches to the caliper to pull the old bearing out. And it came with this plate and the bearing pusher and the bolts to be able to do that, which is really handy because you can't really take the caliper out and put it in your shop press without removing the brake line. So this you can do with the brake line still attached and get that bearing out of there nice and easily without damaging anything with a hammer. So that's pretty amazing. He includes that with it and makes the whole job a lot easier. I'm sure it would make the job a lot easier. I haven't got around to doing this to my snowmobile yet, but I wanted to get this video made because I think it is a good product, and it'll work on all the Pro Cross snowmobiles. So the Viper and the ROCZ, the Sidewinder too, and he makes them for some of the older Yamaha, like the Apex, Nitro, and Venture snowmobiles. So they're available for quite a few snowmobiles, but this one's the newer kit for these Vipers or your ROCZ equivalent, and you can just check out his website. It's rocktoys.com, or you can find it by YAMAHA. Give Rock a call if you got any questions. He's really super helpful, and he's a real nice guy. Like I said before at the beginning of this video, it's a great product that can keep your snowmobile up and going, and anything that you can do to prevent a mechanical failure on a snowmobile trip is definitely worth doing. And if you're a maintenance-minded type of person like me, you definitely see the benefit of something like this. It's very well thought out. All the instructions, I read through them. It's all pretty clear. And yeah, make sure to check out rockstoys.com. Hopefully you guys are getting your sleds ready for the year. It's already cooling off, so I'm thinking hopefully it's going to be a good year. But there you go, guys. Just another video on keeping these Yamaha Vipers or your Arctic Cats maintained and up and going so you can have more fun and spend less time on the wrenches when the snow's flying and it's cold out. Alright, there you go guys. Biker Mike, out.